Welcome to the Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Right, good day, my good people. I hope I find you well. Believing you have had a fantastic day wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whichever part of the world you are. Right, let me just bring something very quick here so that I just put some people into enlightenment pertaining certain things. Some people are starting to see me now. It's all simply because I'm a quiet person. I will reiterate that. I'm a quiet person. I always believe in staying within my quiet corner. Why am I coming out live this time? It's because I'm seeing that there's no voice to sort of like speak and guide people pertaining to what's happening on the ground. The reason I do that is I try and save pain. I try and save a lot of people from pain. But if you don't believe it and you think you can continue to do whatever you do, no one is stopping you. Please do continue to do whatever you feel like wanting to do. The simple issue that's here is I'm trying to make people understand how the system works. I'm trying to understand people understand how politics is and the structure and the matrix of the politics and how it gets broken down. Most of the time in politics, people tend to hit a cropper and they won't know which way to go. I'll give you a very good example, which is live right now. There's people who are calling themselves to be running what they call the movement. The tensions are there. They're not just going to disappear overnight. Even after the elimination of the M31, it's not going to be the end game. But when I say M31 is dead and buried, I mean to say the power is reduced to almost close to nothing. But they are not just going to sit there and cry. They are also going to look for an opportunity to see how and when they can strike. But they are striking, it means to say they need to pitch up with certain other people or a certain group of people, or they have to wait for an opportunity when something else happens within the remaining group. Which is where I was saying, I am very confused, very disturbed about the words of the Honorable Muchangwas that they said in Mutare there. When they said no person comes here and think they can use money to buy themselves into positions. Me knowing and everyone knowing what's on public domain, we definitely know that the person who's loaded right now and is having some political aspirations is Kudata Gwire. Straight away, our mind goes to think, right, this statement is directly pointed to Kudata Gwire. Don't forget, Comrade Manize himself, before this Mutare, he said it again when he was presenting from the ZANU-PF headquarters. He said there's a system that we follow. No person just thinks can come from Norway and just use money to be elevated within the party. The party has got structures, the party has got systems that they use. So basically you can tell that there is a bit of tension there. So as of now, I want to believe that there are people who are united simply because they wanted the general out. Who I want to tell you that right now as we speak, he is now below the pack. But within the ZANU-PF, something might brew up again if things are not handled properly. Somebody was saying, who's Makore to tell us all of this? Makore is just Makore. Makore is Baba Matipa, if you want to call me. If that's simpler for you to say Baba Matipa. Makore is Baba Matipa, simple and straightforward. Certain things that happen, when I'm saying these things, I'm not saying things because I want to diss your leaders. Some other people, they get so agitated the minute I want to start to talk about Chamisa or involve the name of Chamisa. I heard some other people making a broadcast to say, you cannot talk about our leader. You cannot. Listen. He is your leader, not my leader. He is your leader, not my leader. Reason I talk about him is because of things that we do behind the scenes when things are not going well. I'll put this one on public domain. I I'm claiming I am the one who went to beg for the release of Job Sikala. In case you didn't know that, it's me, Makore. You said you don't know me. Now I'm telling you, I'm the one who went to beg for the release of Job Sikala. After I knew and was assured that now, okay, we're going to release him, I'm the one who put it on Facebook to tell you that I see him coming out now. It's because we had gone to knock the right door, speak to the right people, beg for him to be released. Not begging because I'm part of his plan, I'm part of his party or part of his plan. No, begging because I had seen that you had gone stuck from your leader who you claim. You never did anything to help that Job Sikala. Yet he was part of your revolution. He was part of your movement. This time you ditched him and you're actually seeing him now as an enemy and nobody at all. I, Apostle Makore, am the one who went to knock on the doors, on my knees, begged human beings, say, please, please, please. I think whatever he is being held for, this is the best time. I'm just begging that you just let him out now. I was given assurance and I did put it. It was in December 23. I think I got the date. One sec. I know it was in December 2023. Right. 12th of December 2023, I wrote it and I said, right, I saw Job Sikala Abuda Mjeri Mazuwa Mashoma Anotevera. Thank you, Mr. President, for allowing the release of Sikala. This was on the 12th of December 2023. Then on the 30th of January, I wrote again now thanking him for honoring to his word. Thank you, Mr. President. Nekubudisa Sikala. Hazvina koti mukati, hazvina kusainiswa mapepa, zvingori nemuridzi nesystem, and that's it. That's all I said. So when you say who's Makore, it's the Makore that you speak to or will try to undermine. You must please give me a bit of respect. Munhu akanyarara, munhu asiri that outstanding, but he knows what doors to knock, and he knows how to approach people, and he knows how to plead on your behalf when you mess up things. Right now, people are just fighting all over. You have got another young guy who's in trouble, Nyokayemabhunu. Remember, I said, as if I was joking, please speak to me nicely. I will ask for forgiveness for that young guy. I will have to go and knock on the same doors and ask the conditions that's needed for him to be released. Remember, I told you, it was said by his lawyers, his solicitors, through the Gambakwe media, who said, I quote your words, he is held for political reasons. His case is political. His case is a political case. Not everything else that people are busy blushing about. It is simply a political issue. And you must know that ZANU-PF and ANC, they are brothers. Yeah, they are brothers in arms. So what you're dangling with, you're dangling with somebody's life. Or what I see with opposition, you just want somebody who can front you. If they suffer or die, you don't care. Then you're looking for the next person. And you've got this generic statement that you say, oh, struggle doesn't need pay. You don't need to be paid for struggle. Yes, people come and die. You're sitting there, putting some people's lives in danger. This Nyokayemabhunu is in trouble. There's no jokes there. How many people have raised funds for him and still you're failing to pay for his solicitors? I'm trying to tell you things that's happening on the ground. These people are not easy people to approach. Oh, Makore is Gigananda. Oh, Makore has been told to water down the struggle. What struggle are you talking about? What struggle are you trying to tell me? I'm trying to tell you reality. I'm the informant. I'm giving you information. Whatever I tell you, please listen. I don't just say these things off my head. Everything I try and put here, I try and make sure that it's credible because I want to remain. I want my integrity to remain. The time I leaked the paper pertaining the Munumutap, I'm the one who leaked it in case you didn't know. I am the one who leaked it. Gave it to the people, said, right, look, the nation is gone. The nation is now a kingdom. Before it was published, by the time you started seeing people discuss, that's what I call good relationship with people. To make people notify that the nation is no longer a republican. The nation is gone Munumutapa. This is the paper. I gave them one paper. Actually, it's 34 papers that I've got. 34-page dossier that I have. but I only gave them one paper. The other papers, I'm going to load them so that you know that, you see that I'm the one who's got the papers. Why do I get all this information? It's because you're a trusted source. Number one, it's because of the respect you show to the people. Don't see them as enemies. So that when something goes wrong, you are able to go and knock on their doors, beg where you can beg, plead where you can plead, ask for forgiveness where you need to, request for the conditions to be laid down if somebody is to be set free. This young Nyokayemabhunu, it's not going to be easy. I heard some people say, oh, 1 year is going to be in prison. Before you know it, amongst yourself, you're starting to fight. And they're telling me, we are in the struggle. I heard a conspiracy saying, I don't know these names. Usually, I don't want to mention names of all these other people. No, I don't know. I don't want to mention names of other people. I just want to deal with the right players, real players of this real game. Some people were saying, this other guy, he created a WhatsApp group just 3 days before Nyoka was abducted. So basically, Nyoka had about 300,000 people following him. And 3 days before, this one created a group, and his group only had about 2,000 people. Already you are marinating somebody as an enemy within. Yet somebody is putting effort within your own people, within your own group, which you are calling a struggle. Stop it. Oh, Gambakwe, this Gambakwe, that Gambakwe, this. Let me tell you, what you didn't know is you saved Pardon Gambakwe by calling him Chigananda and then threatening him on camera when he was at the court. You saved him there. Because basically, from what I was being told, they believed that he was now one of those people who are now leading this thing. And when they saw him being kicked away by you people who are calling the team of the struggle, who are called the team from within the struggle, that you are calling the struggle, when you kicked him off camera, they realized for sure that, no, this guy is not working with these people. There's a division there. So you saved a person by your actions without you knowing. Had something gone on, I'm telling you, I want to believe by now they would have nicked him. When Nyokayemabhunu was about to be nicked, I wrote on Facebook, I said, Nyokayechi? I wrote it on Facebook and I posted it. Because I knew that trouble is brewing in these people, the way they are going. But the problem is when you're at the top, it's very difficult for you to know that trouble is brewing and I'm about to be caught. You are fighting against people that have been doing this business for years. I've told you, the sitting president, the only sports he knows is football. Is not football, it's politics. The only social life he knows is politics. The only lifestyle that he knows is politics. Anything around him is going to be politics for him to understand. So you're not talking about somebody who started this overnight. You're talking about somebody who has been in this thing for almost 60 years. So be very careful on how you approach. I'm not teaching you to be scared. Neither am I encouraging you to water down your whatever thing that you're calling the struggle. But I am saying be very, very, very careful when you're stepping into this arena. It's a dangerous arena. There are some people who have lost lives because of this arena. There are some people who have been maimed because of this arena. Right now, there's some people, it's not you want, at times you end up entertaining us. And then we feel sorry for you. But till this very day, because I know those people. When they take you down there, they will work on you very hard. Then you come out and then people forget about you. What has made you to forget people like Jobsika? You have been with him from the start. All of a sudden, he has become an enemy. What has made you to have people like Tedabiti to be enemies? Do you ask yourself those questions? The Madam Coopers, why are you seeing them as enemies when you started with them? Every person that you started with, all of a sudden they have become enemies and you still stick to one person. No, let me tell you what you are supposed to do today. I don't need to tell you how to run your party. I'm not interested in that party. I don't need to tell you. I need to give you a heads up so that you see that what I'm telling you makes sense. Sit down your leader and ask him what has made us to lose those people as much as we are now seeing them as traitors. Let him explain. If you can't approach him and you want to protect him, get these people that you used to work with. Sit them down. The viewers, Job Sikala, sit them down and ask them, what actually happened? Go to Tenebit, ask him what actually happened. Go to Madam Kupe, ask him what actually happened. Because everyone else cannot be bad and you remain with one correct person. No. If you don't introspect yourselves, let me tell you, you're just playing in the dangerous zone where you'll be eliminated like ants instead of you putting together something. It's not healthy for Zimbabwe to live without an opposition. We agree to that. Because an opposition helps for checks and balances. But not just to formulate an opposition for the sake of wanting to pocket something in your, put something in your pocket. Elections are coming. They're not very far. 2028. This is 2025. Things are going to start now again. Before you know it, donations will come in. You are not the beneficiaries. It is those people who are keeping quiet who are beneficiaries. Start to question yourself about your party. Speak to Wiwa. Who called you? Who visited you in prison? What actually happened? How did you feel? Get it from the horse's mouth. He is a real player. Ask him instead of mocking him. Because what has happened to him might happen to you. And if you get to know what he went through and how he's feeling right now, then you will see whether it's worth it getting in there without assurances, or you just don't want, you don't want to get involved at all. Because once you are in it, you can't come out. But don't get somebody to use you. If anything is to happen, even if you are to form the next party as you are counting, sit him down, sit your leader down and ask him what actually happened with these other guys. Why can't we bring them in? Don't call them enemies. Because those people have been there for you, but you never granted them an opportunity. We try step in to help you guys to say, listen, we are not for your party, we are not interested. But the truth of the matter is things are not right. You are not putting things right for a reputable opposition. One-man gang, you're living dangerous. You're fighting a system there. I have put questions. What have you done to unlock the systems? If nothing has been done, then there shouldn't be any opposition. Just join into the straitjacket, one party state, and run with us there. You know, at times when you start to understand situations, you find peace where you feel like the comfort, I'm not very comfortable, but let me find peace. Other people, if you're not careful, you move from generation to generation without changing the system. Because they're not doing anything to change the system. You are seeing everyone as an enemy. Instead of engaging with people and share ideas so that you move together. Right now, I'm telling you, until you speak to a person like Job Sikala, Tendai Biti, who else? Madam Kupe. Before you know it, some other people may be kicked out. Ask, what happened? I wrote about it and put it again on Facebook. I said, right, there's going to be challenges. And a new party that Ichabisa is going to try and form is just going to fold and die a natural death without even starting. Blue Movement came. I wrote about it. Blue Movement came and just died. These are the questions you're supposed to ask. The formation of the Blue Movement, Honorable Chamisa, was it your baby? Or was it the baby of Stalos and the gang? Was it like a rebellious idea? What actually happened to the Blue Movement? Don't defend him. Don't speak on behalf of him. Let him speak for himself. These are questions you're supposed to. If it died a natural death, why did you test the waters? Why did you keep him quiet? Why didn't you give the instruction? If Ostalos and the other people started it without instruction, was it a rebellious action? Or what needs to be put right? Put questions before you start to talk about opposition. I see many people are celebrating. Oh, Chamisa is coming back. Are we going to? Let me tell you, he was there for MDC. It went with Monzo. Oh, let it go. The old is gone, new has come. Not a problem. You've quoted the Bible. Everywhere you go, yellow. Yellow is there. My prison. Yellow Eriko. Yellow. What happened? Yellow is gone. Shabangu is gone. He's the yellow guy now. Blue tribe died. So what's coming? White or black? You tell us. It's not about changing formation of party, just forming parties and losing them. It is about putting the things right. When you see that continuing, it becoming like a pattern, it means to say there's an error there that you need to fix. Otherwise, the problem is some of our relatives, they support these parties. Then at the end of the day, when they are in trouble, we are the ones who suffer. Oh, you know what? This is what happened. But I was telling you, God, it's not going to change until the system is changed. As long as there's no reformation and the system is not changed, nothing will change. But because of the people around, they think that we're trying to water down what you're calling the struggle. Listen, we have no interest in that struggle. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. If things are not right, as most people are saying, things are not right. I know the majority are not benefiting from what's happening. But find the right way to address things. Don't see people as enemies. Find the right ways to reach out and see, express your views, express your concerns before them. We don't see them as enemies. That's why we can easily knock on the doors. We don't see anybody as enemies. We knock on their doors. We discuss these things. Who's Makore? You want to know Makore? Deal with the struggle that you're calling struggle. This I'll also tell you. I remember after the elections, there's a gentleman, I've known him in the UK for years. This I've never told him. I have never told him, but now I'm saying it out. A gentleman, a chaser who moves around with Chamisa, the Chamisa's right-hand person. He was arrested after the elections and he was put in prison. Chamisa actually came out saying, you have arrested the party chasers and whatever. When information came to me, I called and I said, I've heard that party chaser has been arrested. What is he arrested for? Then they say political violence and whatever. What he was being suspected of, I cannot say it here on camera. I was like, listen, all I know about Patrick, he's a successful business person in the UK. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, he's got his own life, but not what is being suspected there. No. He doesn't have that capacity. I said blatant no, not because I support opposition, but because I'm standing for the truth. They say, are you serious? I say, I'm dead serious. I have known him for years. Not just one. I think I met Patrick Chesa in 2002. And I said, I have known him for years. He is a successful businessman in his own right, but does not have the capacity of what you're holding for in suspecting. He doesn't have that capacity. Mark my word. Because you're a person who's always talking right to them. You're a person who's always telling truth to them. You're a person who's always concerned about certain situations. They will listen to you. Before you know it, he was released. But I never spoke to him to tell you that, you know what, information has been asked from me and I have to stand for you. I never. Because the minute you do that, it's like you're seeking something from someone. No, it's not it. So make sure, even if you have to form your own party, make sure that you put your things right. Oh, Chigananda. What about Chigananda? You're abusing the word Chigananda, the way it was said. A person who comes to try and help you, there should always be a person who's neutral and always be able to knock on these doors without tensions. I don't go to the president's office at his workplace. Don't go to the don't go to the time you are going to president. Baba ama twins. Baba ama twins magadi. Sekura ama twins magadi. Baba ama twins magadi. Joke, reach out to him, express your concern in a very, very reliable, relaxed manner. So from today, work yourselves. Don't work on people. Makore exposed. Who can expose me? For what? You know me. You didn't know me until I started to do the podcast. But I've been there for years. Quietly in my own corner, without anyone knowing that I know anything about politics. But I keep stepping in where I feel like, oh, there's tensions here. Oh, there's tension between so and so. Even if, as some of these celebrities, when things happen, I just inbox them privately. I don't come public about inbox private. I know you're angry, but you've gone too far. It's enough, stop it. I do that. Why should I come on public? Am I seeking recognition from men? My reward will come from heaven. My reward will come from the Lord. So let's do things in a sensible way. And this, I'm telling you, especially those that I want Makore, I bring him live. I want to talk to me. At what level? We are different levels. It is what it is. Simple. It is what it is. We are different levels. What level can I be talking to you about? M31. It's dead and buried, I told you. Everyone is cross. Did you not see the vice president not putting the ED flag? Did you not see him put a black scarf? Sorry for the funeral and sorry for the end of everything. But at the end of the day, you can tell that this is a personal reaction which is showing that somebody is very disturbed. He's a man, he cannot cry, but the truth of the matter is what I told you stands. The documents you're busy fighting about or arguing over, I'm the one who leaked it, in case you didn't know. Thank you.